Hey everybody, I'm about to go over the 5 reasons that I think this market has bottomed. Now, maybe you think I'm crazy, maybe you don't. Let's jump into it, see what the evidence is that I have, and maybe it's applicable for future market bottoms. Reason number 5, because check this chart out right here. So, we have a high back here in January. We've got a low right here in February. We've got another high right here in March. And we've got another low right down here just Thursday in May. Now, the first move down from here to here, if we copy that and we paste it and we move it right over here, right like that, guess what? These moves are symmetrical, right at that red line. I expect a bounce. All right, reason number 4. So, Nasdaq, NQ, big tech, right? We've got a move down from this high back here in November to this low right here in March. Now, if we take that, we copy it, we paste it, we move it over, we get the same red line, and the market touched it right here. The second move down didn't take as long, but that's okay. Like, the fact that we hit the exact same size move, that's an echo, right? Echoes in the market are something I'm known for trading. So this right here looks pretty darn good for possibly forming a bounce. Now, we don't have the up arrow on here, but the next move we can kind of expect is a move something like this. All right, so check it out. Reason number 3, we've got cumulative net buying on the S&P 500 futures for 3 days. And we also have cumulative net buying on NQ, big tech. Well, 2 out of the last 3 days. That cumulative net buying, especially when we did the bottom thing on Thursday for ES, that looks pretty big. NQ, it's not a huge net sell, especially compared to the day before net buy, and the bottom wasn't super big low. So this looks pretty good as an indicator. That's why I'm going to call it number 3, the reasons why I think we probably bottom. The net buying is kicking in. All right, reason number 2. This is the net puts and calls for the S&P 500. Now, what do you see here? I see a whole lot of puts. The puts are on the bottom, but I don't see very many calls. Not many calls. Now, what does that mean? Well, market makers, if I'm a market maker and I'm trying to make a bunch of money in the market, well, I'm going to try to mess up as many traders who are long puts as I can, especially going into what we call OPEX, or options expiration. Now, what is the main options expiration? It's the 3rd Friday of the month. 3rd. So, you know what's coming up next week on May 20th, 2022? 3rd Friday of the month. So most of these options right here, all these puts, are going to be expiring. Now, if I'm a market maker, I don't want any of those puts to be in the money. So it looks like somewhere up here around 42 gets the most of them out of the money, but keeps the minimum damage for calls. Now, everybody's pretty darn bearish, right? That's the big thing when you have a 4-month-long correction, is that people get pretty darn bearish. Now, nobody's expecting a pop, right? This leads us into reason number 1 that I think the market bottomed. Now, check this out. On the screen here, I have epic bull bear ratio on the low side. That means epic bears compared to the bulls. Now, also, check this out. The AAII sentiment is at pretty much a record low and turning up. So that means we've had the most bearish participants that we've had in freaking years. So the AAII sentiment is the most bearish it's been in like 20 years. That's pretty much the entire time I've been trading, all the way back to the dot-coms. We haven't been more bearish. So when everybody, this is an important point right here, when everybody gets the same thought, when everybody's bearish or everybody's bullish, like when you hear it all over the mainstream media, when you hear it all over everybody, when your barber starts talking to you about it, when everybody's bearish, when everybody's talking about the epic crash is coming, that's when things are about to turn. And that's why I feel like the market has bottomed, or if it hadn't, we're pretty darn close. So let's see if we can get a move up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. All right, like and subscribe. Come back, check me out on the next video. Hope you learned something. Thanks, everybody.